Yo, what's good, what's going on? I hope you guys are good. This video is an introduction to the very first episode, or the very first attempt at making this idea called Soaking Garri With. So Soaking Garri With is an idea that I wanted to do for emerging artists where I have a conversation with them, try and capture and document their career at that point, just have something that they can look back to at certain points in their careers. And part of it is having the Garri with them, and for me, Garri just symbolized, I don't know, humble beginnings. And that's primarily the entire premise, okay? The very first artist that definitely came to mind, and the only person, a huge part of the reason why I started this channel in the first place, Remy Baggins, okay? Amazing artist and producer, and I wanted to capture this moment with him. And I had a whole bunch of fun learning about his past, learning about his navigation through the industry, okay? And honestly, if you're an emerging artist yourself, this is one conversation I feel like you can learn something from. Yeah, I think like this kind of conversations are important for artists that are growing to kind of learn from each other. So that's what I'm hoping to go with this idea. Anyways, that's it for now. Enjoy the video. Here is Soaking Garri with Remy Baggins. Yes, sir.
Yo.
What up, my G?
We alright, we good. We
Finally, we're out here. We're Soaking Garri with Remy Baggins, man. Dope. You have your Garri with you, you have your bowl, your setup. Say what. Cheers, bro. We out here. Exactly, man. Yo, how are you with Garri self? Like is Garri your like go-to thing? Like you usually just so Garri out of your like?
And mostly with beans.
Huh?
Mostly with beans.
Just beans, right?
And that's like every 2 or 3 days. So
yo, Remy, it's been a minute.
In a minute, man.
I swear it's been a minute, bro. Like we've been texting back and forth, but like it's been a long time since like we had a conversation like this. And honestly, I've been looking forward to this for a long time, bro. Glad we're finally doing this.
Finally.
Right. Yo, obviously, just backstory for people that don't know. Myself and Remy Baggins went to the same secondary school in Lagos. You want to give a big shout out to BMJS fam? BMJS, man. I swear, bro. Anyways, yo, I wanted to like cover like your entire journey because honestly, I've been fortunate enough to witness you grow as an artist, as a producer, and like I just open this conversation with like explore all of that and just give some of your fans, some of the viewers, some like perspective into how you've come to where you are right now. And one thing that I know for sure is like you, as soon as I met you, like obviously from secondary school, you've been killing it on the keys, bro. Like imagine going from playing national anthem to having one of the dopest albums, bro. Like that's mad. It's mad to witness.
It's been fun. It's been a ride.
That's mad. So even before secondary school, bro, what was life like for Remy? Like what was your first encounter with music? Like how come you, because I remember the first time you came in, bro, almost like just one. Like you were already killing it. Like I'm like, bro, where did this guy come from?
Well, how it started was when I was really young, like really young, like 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
There was this uncle that we used to go visit, and he had this keyboard in his house. Then I remember seeing it every time. I'm like, because like he was like our eldest, my mom's oldest brother. So like inside the house, everybody compose yourselves. Everybody sit. So I was always seeing this keyboard. I was like, can I touch it? Why can't I want to touch it? Like I want to try something. Then I got there and I pressed something and it made sense. Like my first time ever. And like,
how old were you like this at this time?
4, 5, I can't really remember.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, okay, this boy, like, you should try getting him a music teacher or something. So then I joined the music club in primary school. Then then from there, one of my other uncles bought me a keyboard.
Right.
So I started making beats on that keyboard, disturbing the entire house. And there, started learning other instruments as well, drums, bit of guitar.
And if that's mad, and immediately just entered secondary school and started disturbing us, people, man, like just giving us.
Yeah.
How was that experience like having so much responsibility on like going into the assemblies immediately? Like you were like, I don't know, maybe 10 or 11 at that point. How did you feel like having that much pressure on you?
In just one, if I remember correctly, I think the instant star was not me. It was Afam. Can you remember Afam?
Yeah.
Rema. So,
Yeah, but Afam.
By the way, his name is Konam. So, like,
that's Konam, man.
At that time, there were like two main keyboardists in school. Mm-hmm. There was Olotu and Ayobankole.
Fucking beast, man. This too.
Those guys were animals. They are still animals, guys. I run into Ayo recently. Oh my god. So like, I was just trying, then things didn't really look up until just two. Okay, no, just one. I was like, we had
the understudy.
Yeah, we had music as a subject, and like I was feeling it.
Yeah, this guy was best in music, like.
This boy is nobody's mate when it comes to music. So in Gen 2, we now changed music teachers to Mr. Lajide. Then he saw that this boy is brilliant in music theory. Let me see how good he'll be on piano. And me, I already have history with piano.
Right.
And this always trying to form, I'm the one that taught this boy. I'm the one that taught him everything he knows from scratch. I used to go to his room to rehearse, and like when everybody's watching Champions League or something, I'll be in this guy's room pressing. Right. So from there, I started playing on junior school assembly. Mm-hmm. I think they even gave me chapel prefect because of.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about chapel prefects, bro.
Just like started learning hymns, started doing tough madness on keys. Popular songs. There was this time I played. There was this popular song in school that, oh my god, Big Belle Mosu.
Big Belle what?
Big Belle Mosu, man. Can't remember that.
Yeah, I can't remember, man. It's not coming to me yet. How did you go?
So there was this song we're using to heal one guy. Can't remember Obiora.
Yeah.
So like I played.
Yo, let's keep it like, let's keep it PG. Let's be cordial here.
Okay. After I played it, and everybody ran mad. Like everybody was mad that entire day. Like everybody was mad.
Dead.
We went up from there, Sha. So
that's bad. Yeah. Anyways, Joe, before we get forward, let's pour our water inside this Garri, man, because I don't want this guy to be soaking under this ice.
Let's go. And this is Garri.
Make sure you put water because this guy gonna soak, bro. Pour water, bro.
Wow. I don't trust this Garri, man. Looking
no, but you just got it now.
Yeah, but like it's rainy season over here. So, like,
shit, for real. Yeah.
Man, over here right now, everything they're selling, so
that's
weird.
True. I saw one picture that is stacked. I gave bread. It's like keke napep.
Yeah.
That was touching the floor of the keke napep, bro. I was like,
see where they are baking the bread. You said.
Yeah. Yo, in Nigeria, you just guys don't think about how they manufacture it. Just chop out and go.
Wow. You don't have to worry. Oh no. I'll take your hand and hold you close. I'm sorry. sorry I ran away, but I came back for you. So baby, kiss, don't deny. I know you miss. It's okay now, baby. Hold on tight, don't let go. Then close your eyes and kiss me. Hold on tight, don't let go. Then close your eyes and kiss me.
All right. So fast forward, BMJS. You're killing it. Chapter perfect. Everything. University, bro. Can you tell me your experience in that, and how did you navigate university, knowing very well that you wanted to become something else? Like, how did you glance through all of that, bro?
Man, uni was uni was something else. Year one, when I got my laptop, I think my I was still doing. Everybody did great in year one.
Yeah. Okay.
The grades were
I mean, you've always been like, your head is hot.
yeah. I've always been a hot guy.
Yeah.
One, it was cool. Mind you, this like from the very beginning, I didn't want to study the course I went to university for. Like
What
I was
course
kind
was
of
that?
electrical engineering.
I knew. We all knew now. Science tech. That's for science tech guys.
So like I didn't you know when you get work in Shell, you work in NNPC, you get money. Like, okay, now let's run it. Year one, fine. Year two, oh my god.
Sure.
From year two, just like went
Wow.
told them, see, I want to change my course. And you could only change to one other course. I hated that course, like some business something. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I said, okay, just like try, just run it. As a year one, I was already going to the studio with my guys. I was already recording. Year two, I even took a break from music at the point. Like, stopped making music. Then there was now, we had this test. This test was at 6 a.m. Like, that's how mad lecturers are. This test was at 6 a.m.
Right.
I didn't sleep overnight. I finished the test. I was like, see, me and this guy, wow, I'll finish this test today.
Wow.
So that's how I got to the venue. We sat down, gave us the question paper. Can I swear?
Yo, guy, let it out, bro. Let it out.
I know jack fucking shit. That thing was nothing.
Yo,
Zero.
man.
I was like,
Yo.
what? So I said, I'm not going to stress myself. I'm just going to push this question paper aside. I'm going to sleep here because I didn't sleep one. Then the bloody lecturer walked into the test venue. Saw everybody having a hard time.
Yeah.
He saw me and started laughing.
Are you serious?
Laughed.
Yo.
Then I walked away.
Shit.
At that moment, that was the moment I said, you know what? Fuck this shit. Fuck this fucking shit.
Yo, that's crazy.
Bro, I got back to my hostel. I first cried for like 30 minutes. Like I hadn't cried in a very long time, and I cried. After a while, I made like 4 beats that day.
Wow.
Then from there, said, you know what? Nah,
Up in the world, tell a man pass for the jerk. If any guy man misbehave, pull up on the nigga like yeah. The money finna fast like whoa. The shawty blowing up my phone. I got my ass back on the road, then I bounce back like a motherfucker trip and go. Me I'm out to get stunt time, so I said the day on my grind. Why you faking money online? Why you faking money online?
The ending it. And how did you announce this to your family? How did your parents? Because I know in the song you talked about how your parents received this. And like, how was that? Like, how was that back and forth with your parents? How did they receive it in the first instance that you told them?
man, it was wild, man. Like, because I kept it away. Like, okay, I officially left school in 2016.
Right. That's when VIV came out, right?
Yeah. So I didn't tell them until 2017 that yo,
Okay.
like,
Wow.
I basically wanted it to be like no going back. Like, I don't have any, like, let me just do this. Then
Wow.
that's what happened. And when I told them, oh my God. It took them, I told them 2017. They didn't fully calm down until like middle of last year.
Ah.
They didn't fully calm down.
Yo.
So it was wild. It was really wild.
Yo. And this whole time, you've been like, yo, that's wild, actually. Like, just learning that, like, yo, I had to do, wow, man. I reach you, bro. Like, are you serious?
Yeah, and like at the point I like fully moved out of the house.
Yeah.
Came back, Corona and stuff. So
Yeah. That's bad, bro. Damn. Anyway, so let's go back to the first studio time that you officially were making music when BIB came out. Like, what was that? How did you find studio time? Who was supporting you? How did you like?
late 2014, I got my own studio equipment. Like I was working, I was playing keys in the church. I was selling beats. At that point, I was already like, I was putting myself through school at that point. So,
Wow.
so like, that was part of the reasons why I was like, why are you guys annoyed?
Yeah.
I was playing for some time, so
Yeah.
Why?
That's good, bro. Is it the roader?
Is this Garri?
Is this
Is this Garri?
Yeah, we can't trust this guy. I mean.
Yeah, so I got studio equipment in 2014. Then like me and my guys, everybody like my house turned to like music headquarters. So like
Music camp.
yeah, random
Wow.
ass people coming to my house to record and stuff. So
Yeah.
I was making,
You even had a song with my brother, Successful.
yes, he came to my house. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously, you had to learn to some extent. You had to learn like all this like new technology when it came to like music production and all that things. Like, were you self-taught? Like, did you have somebody that was showing you the ropes, or?
Mostly self-taught, but I have to give credit because like the person before we got our own stuff, our own equipment, there is this guy, his name is Spirit.
His name is what?
Spirit Mix.
Spirit Mix.
Spirit.
Oh, I've heard that name. It rings a bell.
He mixes mostly for Zlatan and Mali. Then YC's Juice back then 2017. So
Right.
yeah.
Right.
This we're talking 2013, 2014.
Oh, okay.
That was the guy. It was the studio we used to rock. Then go there. Then I was a producer. I was the one that was producing all the stuff. So like, we just put the beats I'll give him a flash, put the beats on the system, then he starts recording. So I used to watch him, ask questions, and from there, that's how I
Wow.
got it.
I didn't know that. Like, that's crazy. Spirit mix. Man. And like, obviously now that you're full flow, like you've emerged as an artist, like a complete artist, and as a producer as well, right? And you're completely independent. So it's like,
Yep.
how are you doing that? How are you wearing these many hats at one time? Like you have a manager, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a manager. Okay, thank God. At least that one, that one, you're not carrying on top of your head. But how are you doing everything like mostly by yourself in terms of like navigating how you are getting opportunities and all those things with this entire industry?
Well, I look at it as I just have to. Like I got the equipment because at a point I was like, I can do what this guy is doing.
Yeah.
Like I can do all this. And
Yep.
why not? Why don't I just save money and do it by myself? Then start getting better over time. Then at a point, when 2016, when VIB dropped, that's when I was working with Jimmy and Bobson, Jimmy Abdul's and Famous Bobson heavily. So like that year, I was more popular as a producer.
Ooh, okay.
So, then everybody was like, Remy Baggins, oh, that producer, that guy is good. I'm like, bro, listen to my song too now, how far?
Yo, you're having that Kanye moment, right?
Yeah, I was saying like navigating the industry, it's because of my unique position. There's this level of respect it brings. Like when people ask about me, be like, yo, let's work. I'll be like, okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to feature me? Do you want me to make it? Or do you have a song you want me to mix? Which one is it? Or do you like yes. It's different opportunities and like different people are in my DMs for different things. And that's how I know a lot of people.
Okay, so you produce, you're an artist, you're a rapper, you're a singer, you mix. Okay. So with all of that, bro, it's certain that every record label will come knocking. People are coming to like, okay, this is, if I get this guy in my camp, in my studio, it's definitely a huge resource for all of my other artists, for my entire roster, for everything, for my label. How did you, I'm sure a lot of people coming knocking, how did you receive those offers? How did you navigate through them? Were you all like, okay, I'm just going to be on my own, I'm just going to like do this on all of my own? What was that experience like?
From the beginning, different people come and offer different things. Like some will say, yo, come and be a studio engineer. Some will be like, come and we'll sign you as a producer. Some will be like, okay, we'll sign you as an artist. But like, it's never what I want. Like, there's always restriction. There's always, we want you to be this. We want you to be that. Yeah, I like boxes, bro. Like when people ask me what genre of music do you do, I say, bro, I'm a musician, bro. Like
I'm about to say, bro.
Like, do you get?
Yeah.
Anything I want to do, I do. If I'm angry, I'll drop a rock song. If I want to diss somebody, it's a trap song. If I'm in my feelings, I'll drop an R&B song. If I want to, what the Afro pop, Afro beats, or whatever they're calling it these days. Because oh my god, that was another argument for another day.
Mad, Joe. That's bad. Yeah. So in terms of like all these hats that you wear as an engineer, as a producer, which aspect of Remy opens more doors for you? Which is the one that you see more like it's more lucrative for you?
Definitely production.
Production?
Yeah, that brings the most money. But my artistry is fighting with production right now because the streams have been going up. So this production that as a 2019 production was bringing most of the.
Yeah, and it also opened more doors to you, right? You were able to work with some of the guys that you looked up to.
Mm-hmm.
Aspirations. Let's talk about that, bro. That project with Aspirations. How did that happen?
Straffiti. You know, Straffiti, a photographer before he started music.
Word.
Yeah, he was a photographer and he's still a photographer and a graphic designer.
Man.
So this is where he recorded his first ever song in 2014. This place.
Yeah.
So like that day was too funny. It was me, him, and Aki. And Straff was like, "Yo, I want to record. Make a beat." Okay. Okay, I love this energy. Then I made a beat. Then we started recording. I was like, okay, all right, let's see where this goes. Then from there, he just continued recording. Then 2017, he dropped his first project. I was like, wow, okay, all right, bro, let's go. So, that same 2017, because like Straff knew almost everybody in the industry. He had worked with almost everybody. Like he was already at a point. He was the one that was designing M.I's Instagram page. Yeah, so so he knew everybody. Then he was just chilling with Ice one day, and Ice was like, man, he wants to make a project that will connect to the underground younger people.
Yeah.
He was like, so Straff, I wanted to executive produce this project and bring people. So I was the first person, like Straff didn't even waste time. Said, yo, Remy, maybe they go. So camped in the house for like a week-ish. And that's how this
But baby girl, I'm trying to put you on a rocket tonight. And you ain't really gotta ask for. Every time you need me, baby girl, just open that door. I'll be right there, even if I was your last call. Even if it was your last call, you know I bring you blessings like a pass. Tell me what you wanna do. Cause I'm in the mood to get high with you. Tell me what you wanna do. Cause I'm in the mood to get high. Let's take this rocket shit to
And from that, did you get to like meet M.I or like the rest of the?
So M.I, different story. I think I met M.I before I met Ice. Through Straff again. What happened was Straff had this song that was produced by one of our guys. Then Straff whined M.I to jump on the song. M.I agreed. Then like it took a while to get M.I on that song.
I bet.
I was 2016. I was in my room in uni. I was in uni. I was in my room in uni, depressed as fuck. Then Straff just comes to me that, yo, can't remember this song. M.I wants to record right now. Like I was like, okay, why are you coming to meet me? Yeah, meet the person that made the beat. It was like, man, that guy, he misplaced the file and his laptop is bad. One thing, I was like, man, so how are we going to do this now? He said I should remake the beats. I said, okay, then I made like a completely different beat, but like same key, same and everything. So it's still matters. Yeah. So I gave to Straff. Then the next day or next couple of days, I hear what happened was M.I's engineer, or M.I, I think it was M.I that did it himself. He took the MP3 of that Straff song, unmixed. He took it, he cut it in two. He inserted in the middle and rapped on it and mixed. So that's what happened. The name of that song is Cozy Wave. You should check that out. Yeah. So that's how that happened. Then in 2017, I finally met M.I. He was like, yo, this is the guy. This is Remy Baggins. This is the guy with the wicked into it. This guy.
Right.
That's how that happened.
That's dope, man. That's dope. And with all your different sounds, all your different like genres that you touch on, which is like which is the moment, like which is the sound that you always look forward to, that you're so amped about getting it, that you feel like it's your bag. Like I understand, like you body every genre for me, Sha, but like I want to know what's Remy Baggins bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, it changes every year, man. Changes like every 6 months. I swear to you, like I'm not even joking. In man, in 20, I can't even tell what like I can't tell the timeline, but I know right now I just got out of trap phase. I'm sure you know. I just got out of my trap phase. Before that, I was in my R&B phase with hentai and bridge lounge.
Damn, you're Nero. Oh shit,
Yeah.
bro. We're gonna talk about that.
Before that, I was in my, I think I was in a phase, but before that phase, I was in a high life bag. That was when I was producing for Jimmy. Yeah. So like it changes. But during the phases, I'm also producing other stuff. So right now it's morphing into something else. I'm already like gathering stuff for a proper album. So
Okay,
yeah.
that's mad. So where do you like? Because there's some sounds that are not really they're not common in Nigeria. Like there's some, like say the funk, like the 80s, like R&B vibe that you bring sometimes. Like usually, how do you going into that? You know that okay, Nigerian music listeners are not really like, they don't cater to a particular sound, and how do you approach those genres that you know very well are not pop, are not really like widely accepted in Nigeria? Does that hinder you in any way?
That's another thing. That is also a box. Why limit yourself to only Nigeria when there's a planet of 7 billion people?
Preach.
Like why? Like there was a time I stumbled after I dropped hentai. I stumbled into a portion of Twitter, of French Twitter, and like going crazy over hentai. Like everybody was like, imagine seeing random people talking about hentai in French, like 30 different people yarning about hentai in French, like talking about all the songs. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Then the Japanese section, then like I'm seeing love from Ghana, from Uganda. Uganda. It's very like, yeah, I swear. It's very exciting. It's very strange because I like how. Then there was this song I did with Jimmy, Slowly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that I remember that.
I produced that and I was on it. It was #1 in Zimbabwe when it dropped. It was wild.
Crazy.
It was #1 in Zimbabwe, #2 in Botswana. Like, I think it was #5 in Argentina. How?
Yeah,
so, like, why limit yourself to only Nigeria?
Yeah.
That's basically.
That's a word. That's a word for other artists, man. Like that's definitely one thing. And like even with your albums, man, with your projects, there's been a theme with everything. Like your album titles, your project titles, they're not conventional titles. Like where is all this coming from, bro? Like you have how do you even pronounce some of them? Green Gal or I miss her.
Okay. It's called that one's called Eigengrau.
Yeah.
German. I get inspired by the most random things, like the most random ass things. I saw, like, I was just scrolling on Twitter and I saw, all those facts pages that would be like, something, the chameleon can one thing, something, Ibadan is the biggest city in West Africa, all this stuff. Then I saw this one. The color you see in complete darkness is not black. It's called Eigengrau. English to me, maybe it's because it's my first language. English is quite restrictive. There are words that carry weight and like power, like the context behind those words, they're very heavy. So like you can flesh out a proper album out of some particular words. So like it's words that define, like that inspire albums or projects to me. So I saw Eigen Ground. I saw like darkness, and like then I said, okay, darkness, depression. That's how that happened. Then the next project was Yellow with Erife. That was Yellow.
Yo,
Like that
honestly, one of my favorites. So.
That was quite simple. Then hentai, I think I saw. Like I've always known what hentai is. I've watched hentai before. Can't lie. One of my friends, that was her Twitter name. I think that's still her Twitter name to today. And the day she did it, I was like, this would be a bad project title. like I can make a sex project out of this. I said, okay. Fine.
Yo, and you came with like consent form and everything.
Like when I make projects, like I don't know, projects are so much fun to make, and they're so like, I think there are so many things that go on in my head. Like even yesterday, I tweeted it that, man, I'm so tired of having expensive ideas, because trust me, if I had enough money to carry out what I wanted to do with hentai, oh my god.
Oh shit.
I've been wild, but yeah.
That's
Then Sakura, that was kind of based on a character in Naruto. Her name is Sakura. Yeah, so
all those your anime roots, you know?
yeah, even the new one is inspired by Naruto as well. I saw when they said the word in Naruto, I was like, nah, this.
No, bro. Yo, let's talk about hentai for a quick second, bro. Doing it independently, A&R your projects, being the creative mind behind everything, you're mixing, you're producing. How were you able to gather all these names that were featured on this hentai album? Because you had an amazing one with Tommy Thomas, amazing one with Dami Oniru, with Ladipo, like even Fumbi, yo, those records, like these are like, how did you gather everything? How did all those things happen and come together?
Man, okay, so Tommy Thomas was actually through a friend of mine, DOZ. Do you know DOZ, producer? Yeah, so it was DOZ that was actually told me about, like, yo, there's this song, you have to be on this song. And listen to it, and he hit me up immediately. I was like, yo, like, let's do this, like, right now. So he ran it. And Ladipo, at a point, Ladipo and Fumbi, at a point, we shared the manager.
Oh.
The points in my career, we shared the manager. So
okay.
They've always been, like, quite close to me. So, yeah. Then Dami, remember. On Chase Music together with Jimmy. So, like, yeah.
It's awesome, man. And it came together beautifully, and like honestly one of your solid moments, bro. Like one of your solid moments, definitely. And like let's talk about now your production credits now. In terms of like putting together work for other people. Do you see yourself as an exec? Do you prefer being an executive producer of an entire project? Do you rather like want to have control over like the entire body of work, or you just want to be an element in the whole grand scheme of things?
If I'm being an element, I'm going to be, you know, like in every album, there's this song that is not the artist's comfort zone at all, but they kill it.
Yeah,
That's what I like to produce. If I am just working on like one or two songs, but these days after Breeze Lounge, production is fun. Like it's a blast.
Yeah.
I love it. Like I'm going
Yo.
to do. I'm definitely going to do more of that.
And Breeze Lounge was it? How long did that take? What was the
A week, like put together a week.
yo?
You be like, tell me what you want, girl, I got you. I be like, take all of my pain, I don't want it. You be like, tell me what you want, girl, I got you. I be like, take all of my shame, keep me happy. I just wanna wake up, I come alive. All I know is that I'm gonna be alright. Wake up, I come alive. All I know is that I'm gonna be alright.
And even part of your production credit too is one really stepped on one that you co-produced. Try Me with Thames, man. How was that like? Especially how the song became like a.
that was wild. She had the song like for a while, like 2 years. So then she produces. So like she brought the beats she had from like 2 years ago. Then I took out her drums and I took all those that was her. So like I took those, then I added my drums and 808s, then she recorded the song from scratch.
Remy and 808s be like this, bro.
Like this, like so that's how that.
That's mad, bro. That's mad. And another thing that happened this year. I mean, you've been on a mad run, Sakura and Nigeria class of 20. Man, you want to talk about that stretch? I think it was March. Was it March that all those came out?
Yeah,
bro, that stretch, bro. Man, okay. How did Nigeria happen? Like, how long did it take? What was that experience like?
So yeah, we were in a production camp where they rented out the space. Then us were there for like a week. Then we're just out there creating stuff. So that's how that happened. I think that was okay. I made Buju there. I made Yawa with Yusuf.
With Yusuf, my jam, bro.
I think there was also one song, but I think that's yet to be announced. So yeah.
Wait, there was a song with Buju on that album, right? You did something with Buju on the Nigerian album, did you? It's not on that album.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mad. So, even speaking about Buju, I don't know. I don't know if you've been on Twitter lately, but you were in the middle of this gist. Anyway, let me give some context to those people that don't know, okay? It's not as okay as Garri. Let me some context to the gist, man. So there was a podcast that came out where Buju was a guest. This guy, you're killing me, man. Oh gosh. So yeah, Buju was talking about how a song called "Everywhere," right? That's how the song is called. How the song came together, and it was produced by yours truly.
I'm doing an interview for Native Mag in a studio, and then next thing, Straffiti blocks me in the studio. He's like, "Bro, please let's record this song. Like, it's amazing. Remy Baggins is coming through. I like Remy Baggins, so I'm like, okay, cool, let's do this." So it's time for Remy Baggins to play. So Remy Baggins plays the beat. I'm liking it. My guy, we order Jay, get some louding there and then. I was like, I love it. I'm doing it. So I was like, let's go. I hope my verse, I do it. It's amazing. I kill it. I'm like, I love this verse. Straff, you're not about to fuck this verse up for me. So I write for Straffiti. Bro, if you hear what I wrote, God of mercy. If you hear what I wrote, like what I gave him for free, that do it and we will blow. Do it and we will blow. You do not want to do it all. Bro, it was so many. If I let me give you the vibration, if you go and listen to Everywhere, whenever you listen to Everywhere, imagine after my verse, you hear something like this. Civil lemonade in this slit. No, you cannot touch my bitch. No, you cannot take my shit. Tell her to get off my dick. It was the craziest vibe ever.
How was that moment though? How do you recollect that moment between the studio session with Buju and Strap? What was that energy like then?
That was like, to be very honest, he didn't actually tell any lies. That's what happened. But I do not feel like coming out to say all that is necessary. Like, I just nah.
And in retrospect, do you feel like in terms of creative, because music is very like you can micromanage music, especially when it comes to the process of it. Like, and a lot of creative minds butting heads is like, yo, how do you usually navigate that with studio sessions?
I try my possible best to see the best fit, no matter who it comes from. Like, whatever works best, that's what I want us to follow. Like, if it comes from you, fine. If it comes from me, fine. But please be as open-minded as I am too. Because
Gotcha.
I've been in situations, in some very, oh my God, I've been in some very stressful sessions. I work with some very, very stressful people. Like, bruh.
You want to name names?
No, I'm not naming names.
That's all right.
I beg. Like, sometimes we record something, we're fine with it. Or I mix something, and we're fine with it. Then you go home, and you now call me and tell me that your gate man said one thing. Like, random ass people. Why? Nigga, why? Like, why you listening to what anybody is saying? Like, bruh.
That's wild, bro.
Those kind of people. Come on.
That's hilarious, bro. That's
At the point, you just be like, you know what? See, just day or day, or in fact,
I did. Yo, that's hilarious, bro. That's crazy.
Too many different, too many characters in music production.
Like, this one question, like I wanted to ask many producers, like, if you have your very first studio session with one artist that somebody has come to you and said, "Oh my, this guy is the next big thing. Like, this guy is mad." I enter studio and the guy is like, have you had those kind of experiences? You might share.
I don't think I have. No, I don't think so, because I always do my research. Like, always do my research. Always. Excuse me. Always do my research. Another angle is working with like new artists or people that I've not recorded before. That's right. I think I have a gift for that, because I think I'm very good at direct and control session. Like, there are some people that, okay, they've recorded with so and so person, recorded with this person, that person, but it just didn't come out right. Then I look at those things and I'll be like, okay, this is what we're going to work on. These are your strengths, these are your weaknesses. Let's play to your strengths. And yeah.
Makes sense. That's mad, man. Okay, now in terms of like, you're an emerging artist, you still want to like grow as an artist, as a producer as well. What are your bigger aspirations when it comes to like this music thing? Like, what is the moment for you that like once you reach that, like, I've landed? You know what I mean? Like, is there any target? Is there any aspiration that you want to get to?
Yeah, first of all, I need hits. That's one. Two, I need to score movies. Like,
wow.
Like, I need that in my life.
Oh yes, I can see that. I can see that. Nollywood, you're sleeping.
That's see.
Uh,
Let them sleep. You can't force them. So, like, those are my targets. Then, of course, hits as an artist and producer.
right.
Then, awards, God's day. I have to win awards.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it for like aspirations, or is there any other thing?
I guys get back. I have to be rich.
I mean, why else? Why else are we? I mean, we love it. We have the passion, but at the end of the day, there's Garri to be fed. You know what I mean?
Even if those ones, like, of course they'll be met, but even if those targets aren't met, like, I just want to be happy and rich.
And what's your biggest motivation for all these things? Like, what's the engine in your system? Like, what's your biggest motivation for all of this?
Man, well, like, I just looked at the door because family. Like, people need to be spoiled. So
that's bad.
They deserve to be spoiled. I think I've stressed them enough. So they are rewarded, like, no matter what. So I think that's number one. And yeah.
That's bad. And in terms of like collaborations, like which artists do you look up to that, oh man, if I get this person in the studio and we get to work together, which are your biggest aspirations, like, to collaborate with? Nigeria, anywhere, international, anywhere.
Right now, I think top of my list right now is St. John.
Okay. And this is not what coming, but I could definitely hear it being a monster.
Post Malone. I need, like,
Post Malone. Very unconventional picks. I like it.
Post Malone needs me. Skrillex.
Oh, your head is there.
Yeah. And yes, after High Life, I was in my dubstep phase. Yes.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay, then down here in Nigeria, Burna, who I've only worked with in some capacity. World.
Mad. Who?
Stars,
man. I'm imagining Remy Baggins and SARS now. Are you going to come in as the artist, like, or you're going to like co-produce artist?
But I'm going to throw it on that beat. I don't care. I want my 808 on the SARS beats.
Right.
Yeah, then Tewa, Kubam Zasukwo.
Wow, yeah.
Niniola.
Interesting. Yo, Remy, quick question.
Yeah.
Quick question. This Amapiano wave that is starting to blow up.
It's our genre now, man. Like, it's in Nigeria.
Yo, you have something in the works for that?
Man, like, I'm angry with myself that I didn't like jump on it. Like, I was working on too many things. Like, last year, I've known Amapiano is not new.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was 2018. The person that put me on Amapiano was, I think it was CK. No, CK, the artist. CK is another person. Like, I don't know why I've not worked, but
wow.
That guy is a genius. That guy is a fucking genius.
His project, man. Project.
So, like, I think he was the one that put me on Amapiano, like, 2 years ago. Then I slowly watched it rise, but I was not, like, I was working on other stuff. Like, I was not in my piano bag. But now, I'm definitely going to do something with it, and trust me, you know, my one's always different. You'll be hearing 808s on Amapiano. You'll be like, Like, no.
Dead.
When
Like that, man. How far you carry? Because mine don't
Right
so
up.
slow.
Guy, come on. I think I want to talk about this.
Let's go.
My new project.
Hey, let them know, man.
Yo. What was your favorite song again?
Yo, man. This project when it comes to 808s, bro. Let's just talk about 808s, pal. Like, honestly. Man, I've been going back, honestly, like just random moments when I just want to hear something that would like get me all the way up. I just go back to the track with Boogie, man.
Bro, let me say,
Insane.
I have to read that song. Okay, let me say, I have to say the story of that song.
Yeah, let's
So,
have it.
when I was in my dubstep bag, I hit Boogie up. Boogie is an amazing rapper. He's a 3 or 4 time Heady nominated rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've been jamming Boogie since like 2012. Like, Boogie fan. So I hit him up. I was like, yo, bro, I'd like to have you in the dubstep jam. Will you be down? He said yes. And he came through. Like, he came
Just
to
like
where I
that.
was. Yeah, he came to where I
Wow.
was and recorded 2017. He recorded his verse. But at that point, that was the year I told my parents. So like so many things were going on. Then I think dubstep kind of faded. And like verse was just there on my old laptop, just there gathering dust. I was like, nah, this verse, something like, nah, we have to do something about this verse. So I think he asked me about it.
Yeah, I'm
next
singing the
year.
song in my head.
That's about something next thing. I was like, I'm still going to use. We're like, okay. Then another year passed. Then 2020 came. Then I finally decided to do a trap project. And I said, there's no way I'm going to do this project without having that verse on this project. So like, luckily, like the laptop I recorded that verse on, it's gone right now. So like before it's crashed, I transferred that verse, like especially like see this verse is gold. I transferred it to my next laptop, then to the next. So I brought out the verse, I dusted it, I said, see, okay. So I took away the dubstep beat that was there before. I made a fresh beat and I added a hook. And I said, okay, this is finally I've done it. And of course, before I did it, I asked her that I used to down me using that, and said, cool, no problem. And I said to him, I was like, yo, okay.
Yo, man.
Yo.
Nah, that's a jam and a half, bro. That's a jam. When should we be expecting this album, bro? Is it gonna be like towards August, hopefully?
August. Full thing drops in August, but hopefully end of July.
Okay.
We'll drop. Then before the project drops, another single will drop then.
Mad. Which sing are we getting any? Is there any teaser on to know which single is coming next? You know. Because trust me, in my head, I have a single that will dust. Oh man, but yeah.
But
Hey, that remix, bro.
Hey. Just watch.
Man. Yo, you got Psycho YP. You got Mojo. Bro. T-Lino. Insane, bro.
Wow. I miss myself sometimes. So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, bro. Because I want to know because in terms of that trap space, that trap scene, obviously you have guys like Psycho YP, and he's doing his thing. Trust me, like he's killing in that space. But Rema, on the other hand, is pushing trap into the mainstream. He's pushing into those people's ear. Like, how do you feel about that representation of that sound out there?
I'm still how will I put it? Rema is a young god. He's a god. Rema is a god. But to me, it looks like, like how when it drops those trap records, it's like okay, Bima will drop first, then the next day you just drop one trap on under.
Yeah.
Ginger, one trap on, just drop. Like, let's give them the trap on heavy, bro. Like, give them, like, slap them with it, and they'll take it. I hope. Like, man, it's very dicey. I understand where the team is coming from, but it's dicey, sha. It's dicey.
Yeah.
Anything can. You should continue, sha. You should continue to make those trap records. They're very needed.
Yeah, man. I remember Remy Baggins in the future. You never know. Like that would be something. That would be a moment.
Add Rema to that list.
For sure, man. For sure.
See, whenever I drop my first album, oh my God! Hopefully next year, if the rest of the year goes well, according to plan, when the album drops, my God. God, I'm already afraid because I hope it won't be too wild for some people because my head. I think I read it somewhere or someone said something about me kind of limiting myself or something that's not what he said, but that was the context. Like,
okay.
Like, this guy actually knows what he's saying, because if I give you people what is really in my head, you people will be confused. I can't even lie. You'll be confused and like.
You can't understand the savage, right?
Like, like when Fela was making albums and they're like, the labels were having problems. Like, okay, which one's the single? Because all the records were like 25 minutes long, like all those kind of records. Which one's the radio single? Fela said, "See, give it to them like that." Like. So, like, that's the kind of mind space I'm in for that album. So, I don't know. Oh my God, let's see how it goes.
Bad. Anyways, man, it's been more than a pleasure, bro. Man, I can't wait to, like, obviously this is supposed to document your career at this point. And you never know in the future, man. In the future, I'm going to look back at this moment and be like, he did that. He did that.
All right, now.
Thanks so much for stopping by, bro.
Thanks for soaking Garri with me.
Yeah, bro. You don't smell finish. Alright, man. Have a good one, bro. Right. Talk later, bro. Peace. I don't cringe for your mother. The way you run